Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Mukesh English, and this is Mukesh Soni. Dear BCU students, in this video I'm going to talk about the revision for the third semester BCom BBA Generic English. So in this video we are going to revise the complete syllabus with the help of the summary or the important key points in the question paper pattern. So this video is something like a crash course, or we can say as a capsule course also, sometimes we can say. So I hope that this video will definitely help you before the 3 hours or the 4 hours of the examination. And again, I would say here that I'm not going to tell you the complete in detail story of any of the topics. I'll try to touch the surface of each and every topic here, and also I'll also give you some more ideas that where you can get the more marks. So hopefully this video will definitely help you to score well. And before that, let me tell you one more thing here. If you go through if you go through the description box of this video, you will get all the lessons detailed video, all the lessons videos, summary, dance like a man, the play, the brochure writing. Each and every topics of third semester BCom BBA has been covered on my channel. So go through the description box, watch all the other videos to get into the more detailed. So let's begin it without much delay. To begin with, this is syllabus. Let's have a look at the syllabus here. We have a play titled Dance Like a Man, that's written by Mahesh Dattani, and this play has a weightage for 30 marks. Then we have 5 speeches here: Swami Vivekananda's speech, Mahatma Gandhi, Steve Jobs' speech, J.K. Rowling's speech, and SUBROTO, BAGCHI'S speech. Then the unit number 2 has 4 important topics: presentation skills, paragraph writing, business correspondence, that means to say the business letter writing. Then we have commercial writing. Under commercial writing, we have brochure writing, poster writing, product manual, then the advertisement writing. So that's a brief glance about the syllabus. To begin with, the very first section, that is the 30 marks. Dance Like a Man by Mahesh Dattani. This very important play which you have in the third semester BCom BBA Generic English, and the play has a weightage for 30 marks. That means to say the 50% of your question paper will be covered alone by this play. That means you have to play, you have to, I mean to say, you need to pay more attention. You need to pay more attention, and you need to have very intense reading of this play. So how will the questions appear? Here, the 2 types of questions will appear here: 5 marks, 2 questions, and there will be choice here. And I have gone through your previous year's question paper. Even the choices are also very much limited. Out of 3 questions, you need to attempt 2 questions. So choices are very, very limited. So 5 marks, 2 questions, and 10 marks, 2 questions. And this is how you'll be having here 30 marks questions from the play Dance Like a Man. So now I'm going to tell you a brief story of this play Dance Like a Man. Have patience. Please do listen to me. Have patience. And I'm trying to cover the summary of the play in this video as well, because I feel that this is a very important section of the whole question paper, right? So the Dance Like a Man is written by Mahesh Dattani, who is an Indian director, actor, playwright, and writer. And he's the first playwright in English who has been awarded Sahitya Academy Award. And this play depicts a clash between the domestic and the social issues. For example, profession, marriage, place of women in the patriarchal society, right? It deals with the lives of the people, and it also exposes how the people get frustrated due to unpleasant circumstances. The whole story unfolds past and present scenario. So Dance Like a Man is a 2-act stage play. It has 2 acts. The story revolves around 3 generations. There are 3 generations: their personal ambition, their sacrifices, their struggle, their compromises, as well as the internal conflict, but as well as the way they cope with all the life. And the dance is the major topic of discussion in the house here, because it's a topic of debate between the father and his son and the daughter-in-law. So the whole play revolves around the 3 important characters here: father and his son and daughter-in-law. So now let's try to understand which are the main characters. There are 5 important characters are here. The main, I'll say here, The main character, if I begin with the family tree here, Amritlal, who is the father, and he has a son, and his son's name is here Jairaj. And Jairaj's wife, that is Ratna, that is Amritlal's daughter-in-law. So Amritlal has a son Jairaj, Jairaj's wife Ratna, and Lata is Jairaj's daughter, or Ratna's daughter, we can say. And Vishwas is the husband of Lata, husband of Lata, or Jairaj's son-in-law. So now how the story begins here. So I'm going to tell you the story here, let those characters on screen so that you can easily connect who is who. The story revolves around three generations. Jairaj and Ratna, they want to develop their career as a dancer. And for both of them, dance is not only their passion, but also their life and soul. The stereotypes of gender roles are set in the society, and in spite of this, Jairaj goes on to pursue his career as a dancer. Jairaj and Ratna, they have to live within the control of Amritlal, who is the father of Jairaj. So Amritlal, who controls Jairaj and Ratna. Now, what is the importance for dance for Amritlal? Amritlal thinks that dance is a profession of a prostitute. According to Amritlal, dance is a profession of prostitute, and he does not want that his daughter-in-law should learn dance and make career out of it. Similarly, he cannot imagine that his son Jairaj should also learn it and make a career of it. So he's damn against the profession of dance. Then Amritlal is more worried because he's more worried about his reputation in the society. So he doesn't want that his son and his daughter-in-law should get more fame, name because of this dance. He cannot tolerate the sound of dancing bells in his home and his son roaming around with the tinkling of bells in his leg during the practice session. So his father also hates, even even Amritlal's father, Amritlal also hates the guru. He also hates a guru that comes to the house and with the long hair that he and his son both have kept, right? So he does not like even the gurus also who come to give them training session, because we have seen generally the dance gurus, they have the long hair, they have very different kind of custom, or we can say different kind of costume as well, a different kind of getup. So Ratna goes to learn the dance from a lady who lives in a brothel, right? Brothel in Hindi, people say like kotha, like prostitutions, etc. They stay there. So Ratna goes to learn the dance from the lady who belongs to brothel, and she comes here. Amritlal thinks that the temples have slowly turned to brothels as they practice dance there. He stops Ratna to visit the old Devdasi, who teaches her the old forms and techniques of Bharatnatyam, which is very slowly is going away, extinguishing. It is not in famous, is not very much famous. So here we find there are very important signs are here that learning dance and having a guru like that would definitely his make an make him something like effeminate man, which suggests the idea of homosexuality, because they will have the long hair, so you can't easily identify whether the person is man or woman. That suggests the idea of homosexuality, though it is not explicitly mentioned anywhere in the text, but they think like this. So we can say, as Amritlal cannot accept his son pursuing his career as a dancer, Amritlal tries all the possible ways to stop him from seeking his ambition. Even he removes them or disowns them from his house and his property, not giving them a single penny to survive. He says, "Get out from here. I won't give you a single property, single proportion of the property." So they just go out. So Jairaj leaves with Ratna. He takes Ratna along with him. They leave the house. But the results are very dangerous, very disastrous. They have to stay at Ratna's uncle's house, and Ratna's uncle tries to take advantage of her. So they leave the house and they just come back to Amritlal's house. And there's a quote by Amritlal to Jairaj, which the quote restrict him from dancing. So what is a quote? Amritlal says, a woman is men's world is considered progressive, but a man is a woman's world is considered pathetic. So this is how Amritlal taunts him or becomes very ironical in his tone. Amritlal later makes a deal with Ratna. So what's the deal here? Somehow he wants to stop his son not to dance. So he makes a deal with Ratna. Amritlal says that he will allow her career to take off only if she helps him pull Jairaj out of his passion and make him a more manly man. Mard bana dena usko, right? Something like this. So he says that I will allow you to take practice, to do practice, but you have to do something where your husband should come out of this passion called dance. Sorry. So here, what do we find here? We find Ratna as a very selfish lady, selfish woman, selfish wife, because she agrees to her father-in-law's demands and also considers that there would be one less person to compete with. She thinks, oh, very good. I think I won't have any competition even in the family also. So she constantly misguides Jairaj and plays with his emotions in spite of being his partner. Though Jairaj was a male member, he never forced his opinions on anybody, and instead of that, Ratna would always dominate and take decisions for herself, for him, and now their daughter as well as, means to say, even she also takes a lot of decision for her daughter, that is Lata. Now, Ratna Ratna wanted her own career to prosper because she is willing to sacrifice her husband's career in the process. So she was blinded by her passion so much that she joined hands with Amrit Lal, her father-in-law. This clearly shows the relationship she herself shared with Jairaj, which was more for her personal motive than anything else. She married Jairaj because Jairaj himself was a dancer, and she thought that he would never stop her from dancing even after getting married. So there is a selfishness, we can say. स्वार्थ है दिल्ली. There's a यहाँ पे एक स्वार्थ है उसका अपना. Had it been that she would have married another man, so there was a possibility that she would have been deprived of a career and a passion, and she would be helpless. So that was the main motive behind getting married with Jairaj, that Jairaj would never stop her for dancing because Jairaj also used to practice. So when Jairaj possibly knew about her motives, the purpose was already achieved, that he was a failed dancer. He did not make much out of his life. He had become an alcoholic. Slowly, Jairaj becomes an alcoholic. She constantly took advantage of Jairaj's love for her and being his wife. She pushed Jairaj into the world of dance and also knew that he was not a great dancer himself. To reach the amongst the top dancer, he was just a mediocre dancer, an average dancer. Ratna did not stop here. She went on to make her daughter Lata as a traditional dancer. Even here also, as a mother also, she was very dominant mother. She wanted her daughter should also be a very traditional dancer. She used her daughter Lata to earn fame and money all over the world. She schemes and manipulates and uses all her contacts to put her daughter Lata's career on the right track right from the start, from the beginning. She also uses the contacts to get appreciative reviews for her daughter's performance. Lata here is seen as the younger Ratna who succeeds with the help of her mother. So we can see the shadow of mother here, परछाई, माँ की परछाई बेटी में दिखती है, right? So we can see the parshai, the shadow of mother here. And later in the play, Jairaj blames his wife for the son's death also. So their son also dies here because because she wanted to be successful and she had left her young son home. She left her young son alone at home with a nanny. The nanny had given him a sleeping dose so that he would stop crying and that she could also sleep peacefully, but unfortunately, she gave it too much in quantity, which ultimately led to his death. And Jara's very young son dies here. So the reason behind it was his wife. Jairaj blames Ratna for his unsuccessful career. He says that for my unsuccessful career, you are the reason. So we can say here Mahesh Dattani has used the technique of traditional dance as a medium to portray the conflict of gender issues in the play. Amritlal would never accept his son becoming a dancer. Ratna misguided him. Jairaj was blamed to be not being a man enough to earn and support his family. So all these things led to the circumstances that shows how gender stereotypes works in the Indian society. So that is the brief, I would say, the story of the play Dance Like a Man by Mahesh Dattani. So when we see the themes here, we find these important themes: gender discrimination, ambition, either for men or for women, men dancing, which is not acceptable, sufferings we find, suppression we find, social construct is here, stereotypical attitude we have, as well as we have misleading for one's own benefits, where a wife misleads her own husband. So this is the brief glance I have given about Dance Like a Man. So if you want to know further or in more better and analytical way, in a more analysis, watch my video on Dance Like a Man and analysis. The link is in the description box, right? So the 30 marks questions will be asked from this play. Even I have done the question answers also. You can go through the playlist or the description box where you can see all the solved questions in one single video. So now we are moving towards the next part of the question paper. The next section of the question paper, you have 5 speeches in your syllabus, and these 5 speeches are from Swami Vivekananda, Mahatma Gandhi, Steve Jobs, J.K. Rowling, Subroto Bagachi, and these speeches have the weightage for 10 marks. And here, 2 questions will be asked here, which 2 questions into 5 marks. You'll be having a choice out of 3 or 4 questions. You need to opt only 2, each for 5 marks, answer in a page, in one page. Again, I'm repeating, in one page. So I suggest you to remember the summary of all these speeches. I have done the videos on the summaries of all the speeches. You can see the links in the description box. So again, even in this video, I'm just trying to touch the surface of each and every speech. Just a glance here, not more than this. First speech we have here, Swami Vivekananda speech at the World Parliament of Religions in Chicago, that was delivered on September 11, 1893. And in his speech, Vivekananda introduced Hinduism to his Western audience, and he spoke about the importance of religious harmony and universal brotherhood. He began his speech with a humble note, Sister and Brother of America, which received an overwhelming response from the audience. He explained how Hindus opened their arms to the refugees of other religions such as the people from Israel or Zoroastrians. He said sectarianism, bigotry, and its horrible descendants, fanaticism, have long possessed this beautiful earth. They have filled the earth with violence, drenched it often and often with human blood, destroyed civilization, sent whole nations to despair. Had it not been for these horrible demons, human society would be far more advanced than it is now. Vivekananda emphasized on letting religions follow their own paths. He also spoke about how he doesn't want conversion of religions or the overpowering of one religion over another religion. Rather, he wants each religion to follow its own path, grow into their own being without disturbing or hindering the journey of another, as well as Swami Vivekananda has also brought the idea of Hinduism to America. So that's a brief glance of Vivekananda's speech here. Second speech we have by Mahatma Gandhi speech at Kingsley Hall, London in 1931. On October 1931, Mahatma Gandhi made a famous speech called The Spiritual Message on God. It was delivered in Kingsley Hall, London. In the speech, Gandhiji says absolutely nothing about Indian independence, British operation, aims, and the tactics of the moment. He says nothing at all about politics or any worldly affairs whatsoever. He lectures on the existence of God, which is indefinable, mysterious power that pervades everything and which defies all proof. So, what does he say? In his speech, Mahatma Gandhi has spoken on indefinable, mysterious power, his tour to Mysore, unalterable law governing everything, God's benevolent power, immovable faith, the law of truth and love, as well as he also brings out a confession. What's a confession? At the end of the speech, Mahatma Gandhi confesses that he has no argument to convince through reason. Faith transcends reason. All that he can advise is not to attempt the impossible. So that's about Gandhiji's speech. Third one we have Steve Jobs' Stanford commencement speech in 2005. In the speech, Steve Jobs' commencement address to Stanford University class of 2005, the Apple CEO Steve Jobs provides his audience with personal experience and the rough periods he went through in his early years before founding Apple that helped him succeed. With the use of his stories, Steve Jobs creates a character that prevails through obstacles, difficulties, and manages to achieve his goals, which inspires his audience to look up to him and show that failure is sometimes necessary to succeed. So he speaks about the three important stories. One is here connecting dots, second is here love and loss, and the third one is here reflections on death. And all the three stories he has connected with his own life. So what do we learn from Steve Jobs' speech here? We learn here the important phrase, stay hungry, stay foolish. He says, don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinion drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. That's really very, very interesting lesson we learn from Steve Jobs. Stay hungry, stay foolish. Fourth speech we have here, J.K. Rowling's speech at Harvard University on the fringe benefits of failure and the importance of imagination. This speech was originally delivered as a commencement address at Harvard University on June 5, 2008. Her address is remarkable for the powerful message which it contains. This speech is a plea, it's a request to her audience to avoid the pitfalls of privilege and to use their human capability of imagination to make a life for themselves that really matters. So here J.K. Rowling has brought three important concepts that what is the meaning of fear of failure, what is the fear of failure, and what is the importance of imagination. So please do watch my video on J.K. Rowling's speech. Link is in the description box. SUBROTO BAGCHI'S Go Kiss the World inspirational speech. This is a speech by SUBROTO BAGCHI to the class of 2006 at the IIM Bangalore. BAGCHI narrates his story from his birth and upbringing in a small town in rural Orissa. And Go Kiss the World is a very inspiration to the young Indians, to those who come from a small town, India, urging them to recognize and develop their inner strength, thereby helping them realize their own potential. So there are a few important inspirational quotes from Subroto Bagachi's speech. Number one, the lesson to never misuse public facilities. They were also taught to respect the jeep driver just like any other member of his house, treating small people with respect. Then he says, not to measure personal success in sense of well-being through material possession. He says, it is not what you create for yourself, it is what you have you leave behind that defines success. He says imagination taught him that if he can imagine a future, he can create it. If he can create it, others will live it. He also says, I do not see darkness, I see only light, even with my eyes are closed. He further mentions success is not the ability to create the dogmatic end state, but a process of continuous thinking. Finally, he says, why are you kissing me? Go, kiss the world, touch the sky. So this is how you have here 5 important speeches, which have the weightage for 10 marks, and you need to opt only 2 questions out of 4 questions, each for the 5 marks. So friends, this is a 40 marks question paper play, 30 marks dance like a man, 5 speeches for 10 marks. Now we are left with the 20 marks portion, 20 marks questions. How? Here, presentation skills 5 marks, paragraph writing 5 marks, business correspondence, that is letter writing 5 marks, commercial writing 5 marks. So now, very briefly, let's try to understand how are we going to answer the questions from this unit, from those 20 marks. How can we get 20 out of 20? You have very first topic in this section, presentation skills. And before that, let's know there are 4 types of presentations are prescribed in your syllabus. One is informative, persuasive, decision making, demonstrative. So informative, the word itself says that you are giving information. Persuasive means to say you are convincing somebody. So it's such kind of presentation. It's like a debatable presentation. Decision making, where you say that if it happens, there's a reason, or there's a reason it happens like this. For example, leaf spot disease incidence of area nut in Karnataka. Demonstrative means to say how do you demonstrate something in a very instructional mode, how to edit a video, right? How to edit a video, how to operate the ATM machine in such a manner. So now the question is here, how to write those presentations in the examination, because if you don't have examination, we have laptop, we have desktop, we have cell phone, we can easily make a very interesting presentation, better than my presentations also, with the use of the technology. But unfortunately, you can't use the technology in the examination. But in the examination, how to do? We need to draw the slides. We need to draw the slides something like this. You need to draw the boxes like this, and you need to mention slide 1, slide 2, slide 3, slide 4, 5, 6, 7, etc. 5 marks questions around 7 or the 8 slide. Slide 1 should be mentioned as a topic. So suppose I have taken the topic communication skills, then presented by, no need to write your name, no need to write your roll number also, XYZ. Possibly, if you can draw any image, if you are very good in drawing, you can draw the image. If you cannot draw the image, no need to worry, but at least you design the box which you prepare here. Each page you can make 2 slides. The depends on the length of your answer script, right? You can use a pencil, you can use the pencil or the different color pen also. For example, you can use black color pen, blue color pen, you can use pencil. So these 3 are enough to give the shade, to bring up more elegant presentation, right? So when the examiner reads your presentation, they should say so beautiful, so elegant, and just looking like wow, right? Okay, slide 2 should have the index. I'm sorry, there's a spelling error, right? It should be INDAX, INDAX, please do correct it. Index. So slide 2 should be mentioned here that what are you going to present in the rest of the slides. So my third slide will be meaning, fourth slide will be process, fifth slide should be 7 C's of communication, fourth slide should be types of communication. So slide 2 will mention here what are the rest of the slides. Okay, so please correct the spelling. I apologize for this. INDX. Slide 3. From the slide 2, we are taking slide 3, the meaning of communication, right? So then slide 4, the process of communication. Possibly, if you can draw, see, again, it depends on the nature of the topic. If the topic allows you to draw something, draw it. Otherwise, it's not so necessary. But you write in such a manner that looks very much elegant. Okay, then slide 5, 7 C's of communication. Then slide 6, types of communication. So you can design in this manner. And finally, the slide 7, thank you. So this is how you are going to make the boxes. You are going to draw on your answer script. Okay, So it's quite very easy, but it's very time consuming. You need to don't simply draw and don't simply write one or the two key points. Describe it. Describe in the bullet points. Use the shade. Write in a capital letter. So somehow you try to make it more elegant, right? So this is the 5 marks for the presentation skills. Now we are moving to the next 5 marks question. Paragraph writing. So you have a descriptive paragraph, persuasive paragraph, or the comparative paragraph. So descriptive generally we write in the past tense. Describe your experience, right? Describe your or sometimes in present tense also describe your classroom. Persuasive, argumentative, where you are going to convince. Is the technology boon or bane, right? Then comparative, e-vehicle versus fuel-based vehicle. So here the key points or the outline will be given on the question paper. Use those outlines and think beyond the box, out of the box. And while writing the paragraph, keep in the mind you have to write the topic also. Plus, um, don't describe too much. There should be connectivity of the thoughts. There should not be any kind of grammatical error. Use the quality vocabulary. So here, this is how you're going to get the marks. So I have not given any sample answer. You can watch my previous videos, and I have solved around 2 videos. One is a model question paper and the 2023 question paper. And those videos links you can see in the description box. Okay. Now, we are moving to the third topic, that is business correspondence or business letters. Here you have 5 letters in your syllabus and you are going to attempt only one letter. Letter of inquiry, order letter, letter of complaint, reply to the complaint, and sales letter. So these are the 5 letters. I have done a very special video on letter writing. Please check the video link from the description box. For more details, as well as I have done the video in such a manner, you will get all the examples, each and every letter's example. Now, just for the sake of revision, let's go through this sample letter. Very simple letter. If you look at here, this is the sender's address. Sender means to say writer. We don't write the word from to. These are very outdated terms. Then date without any comma. The manager, whom are we writing? T capital, M capital, company's name, address. Dear sir, madam, no comma. Subject, inquiry for quotation of computers. Yours faithfully, no apostrophe s, no comma after faithfully, and then signature. Then if you are going to enclose something, you can say enclosure required configuration of computers. So follow the left margin format. That's very professional. So this is how you can attempt the question from letter writing, 5 marks. Now we are moving to the last segment of your question paper or your syllabus. That is a 5 marks question from the commercial writing. Now here you have a lot of choices here. 3 important topics you have under commercial writing. One is advertisement writing, product manual, poster, or the brochure writing. So any two will be given and you need to opt any one. So, but as far as the examination is concerned, I suggest you to prepare all the 3. So to begin with, let's understand very briefly advertisement writing. I have done a video on advertisement writing also. Link is available in the description box or in the playlist also. So there are 2 types of advertisement, classified and the commercial. So when we write the advertisement, we do write the title of the advertisement. We do mention, is it for the flat, missing somebody, right? A flat for sale, accommodation. We mention the person's name, address, phone number, contact number. So we have few samples on your screen. You can pause the video and you can go through it. And there's one more sample is here that also you can use it. So this is how you can do the advertisement writing. Please go through my special video on the advertisement writing. The link is in description box. Next is here. Okay, we have one more example here. Tanmay, a student of MCA, St. Alva's College, Bangalore, is interested in starting certification courses in Java, C++ in your college. Draft an advertisement in not more than 50 words for a local newspaper. So Sri Techno College, New Delhi, commencing a certification course in Java, C++. For more details, contact any email ID, etc. And the poster or the brochure you can add here. So this is one of the examples of advertisement writing. Now, product manual writing. Many students have a confusion that what is this product manual? It is something like a manual. It's something like a manual that how to use a particular device, a particular machine. So when we write the product manual, What do we mention here? We write about the product's name, we draw the image of the product, we write the specifications of the features of the product, we also mention the instructions how to use it, or if necessary we also mention the precautionary measures. So there are some products which are very electrical products where it should be away from the children, it should not be used with the wet hands, etc. So there's an example here, Samsung Galaxy S 2022, sorry 22. So image of the product, the title of the product, name of the product, image of the product, the specifications we have mentioned here, how to set up your device, these are instructions, precaution measures, these are the precautions. So like this, you need to write in the examination if the question appears, right? There's one more example is here, manual for washing machine. So there's a washing machine you can draw here, right? You can write these are instructions. So it could be in the mode of instruction mode, or maybe in the descriptive mode. So I would suggest you to go through the live examples, live manuals. For example, if you buy a SIM card, if you buy a SIM card, along with the SIM card, you get a leaflet. That is called the instruction manual. Okay. So this is a 5 marks question from the product manual. And the last question is here, how to design a brochure or poster. That's for 5 marks. So when we are designing the brochure, the posters, I think most of you have the experience whenever you take part for any of the club or the committee, and sometimes you get an opportunity to design the poster. And today's posters or the brochures are very much sophisticated because it does not consist much detail. We give a lot of technical details. For example, we write that from which college you're writing, the title of the event, any tagline, date, time, venue, contact information, QR code. We do mention here, scan here for more details. Prize or the any of kind of awards you're mentioning. Google form for registration nowadays, right? List of the events. Any chief guest is here. Any media promotion, Instagram symbol, Facebook symbol, etc. Who is in charge? Student coordinator, teacher coordinator. So these are very basic information we do provide while preparing the brochure, the poster. So you have a sample on your screen here. I would say you can go through it. I won't read everything. It's more visible. I would only suggest here, try to make it more decorative. Think that if you design it properly manually in the examination, definitely you will get 5 out of 5. To give the more shade, to give more colors, you can use 3 different colors, like you have black pen, you have pencil, you have blue pen, right? You can apply it. Okay, so you can make it more impressive. I have one more example that's very much simple. You can also do like this, but simple won't give the more marks, right? We have one more example. Okay, so this is how I have tried to solve the not to solve. This is how I had tried to give the brief glance of the whole syllabus of third semester BCom BBA, where you have 30 marks, dance like a man, play, and the other 5 speeches you have. You have presentation skills, paragraph writing, letter writing, commercial writing, advertisement writing, product manual writing. Then finally you have here the brochure writing or the poster writing. So to give a recapitulation, how the question paper will appear, I mean to say the marks are allotted here. So you can say dance like a man, 30 marks, 5 marks, 2 questions, 10 marks, 2 questions. 5 marks, write in 1 page, 10 marks, write for 2 pages. Speeches, 10 marks, 5 marks for 2 questions, write in 1 page. Presentation skills, 5 marks, paragraph writing, 5 marks, letter writing, 5 marks, advertisement writing or post writing or product manual writing, 5 marks. Anyone will appear. So this is how you will get the question paper. So friends, thank you so much for watching this video, and please go through all the videos links. All the videos links are available in the description box or on the playlist for the further study, for the better preparation. I just try to give a glance of the syllabus of third semester BCom BBA Generic English for BCU, Bangalore City University. Thank you so much. I wish you very good luck for the forthcoming examination. Dear friends, thank you so much for watching this video. You can reach me at mukeshenglish@gmail.com. Please do subscribe the channel, click on the like button for more videos on literature, workbook, pronunciation, grammar, communication skills, presentation skills, interview skills. Stay in tune with Mukesh English. Thank you once again.